Hello everybody and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing week. Currently it is Tuesday and let's get right into the charts for Bitcoin. As you can see, after perfectly bouncing from that POC level where most of the volume sits, Bitcoin tried to get back above that weekly pivot. But as you can see, if we zoom into the chart, Bitcoin actually did not manage to close a candle above that weekly pivot. As you can see, we've got a fake out and we've only left a wick right here to the upside, and basically right now price is continuing to drop right now to the downside after failing to claim basically that weekly pivot. As you can see on the lower time frame, we are still trading below it, and it is very important that Bitcoin actually needs to reclaim this very key level, since as you can see right now we have been testing this POC as support twice. So if we go down and test it one more time or two more times, then it won't be looking good for Bitcoin, since as you know, the more times a zone, it does not matter if it's a resistance or support, gets tested, the more time it gets tested, the weaker it becomes. So if we start testing this zone too many times, basically it is possible that we if we lose it, we can drop down to 104k, basically that value area low, or even like it happened before, maybe we can go lower. As you can see, since on the medium time frames basically and the daily, the RSI is still not looking good. It's basically at 52, just sitting kind of neutral basically. So it's either that we get more chop in this zone right here like this, and then finally we get that breakout, or we get one last shakeout to the downside before we actually get our real breakout to the upside. Since right now, in my opinion, this range right here on the daily time frame, if you look at it, it's looking very similar to the last range that we've had during the summer. As you can see, Bitcoin made that top right here on last year on March the 24th, and then basically another top on April. And since April we have been basically consolidating between 70k and the low 50s basically, and right now in my opinion it is possible that we're consolidating between 110k and the low 100k, basically the 99 to 100k. So this is my opinion right now of the market, is that we have entered a similar range like last summer, and it is very possible that we start our move up basically after Q3 ends, basically after the summer ends, and then we can get that explosive move to the upside like we got at the end of Q3 and beginning of Q4 last year. So we need to wait for this quarter to end, in my opinion, in order to see some a very bigger move that everybody is talking about. But as of right now, we're still ranging, and right now, being at the top of the range, everything is saying to short this basically until we hit something like the 95k, basically this previous support right here, or maybe even the lower support of this previous range, that this consolidation that we broke out of. So basically maybe Bitcoin goes to low 90s again, and then we can start looking again for longs after, for example, the RSI gets down to the 20 line and then it starts turning over. Basically this will be when I'll be looking for more bigger long entries. But as of right now, this is my outlook for Bitcoin. And if we look at Ethereum, I really like how Ethereum is holding up, guys. Basically Ethereum right now is above its weekly pivot, not like Bitcoin. So Ethereum is showing strength, finally keeping above that POC and that weekly pivot. So as long as it does not lose these two levels right here, then as I said, I'm expecting hard price targets for it. Basically, my first target will be that 2650, and the second target will be 2700, and my last target will be around 3k. So once it starts breaking out of here, then 3k will be a very easy target in my opinion. The same goes for Solana. As you can see, if we go on the daily, basically 180 is still very possible in that range right here. So we're still consolidating above that weekly pivot. So I'm seeing the same pattern for Solana, a consolidation and then a massive move to the upside, basically testing that value area high finally. And right now Solana is looking the same as Bitcoin, below its weekly pivot, but at least we're above that POC of the range, so I've still not lost hope yet. And if we look at the Bitcoin dominance is starting, in my opinion, to show some kind of weakness on the daily time frame also. Basically we need to break down of this support right here. As you can see, basically we have tested this line right here. If I draw it like this, 1 2 3 4, basically 4 times, and right now we're testing it for a fifth one. So it is just a matter of time before this pattern breaks and we see some kind of a push down for the Bitcoin dominance, and then we can see the altcoins start pushing higher. So this is my outlook for now. If we look at the Bitcoin open interest and CVD, you can see on this move down we did get some kind of a bigger selling pressure. As you can see, CVD went down and open interest went down. So this can mean a couple of things, that either long positions were closed out right here, or we've got new shorts entering the market. It could be either of those. But as you can see, open interest is declining and price is dropping, so this can lead to a bigger move to the downside in my opinion. As well as if you look at the liquidation heat map, you can see, let me just refresh it so we can see the latest. Okay, so right now we still got that very big liquidity at the top, as I've been saying in my previous videos, but we do have a liquidity to the downside as well, which we need to keep an eye for. Basically we could go to the low hundreds again, basically 102k. In my opinion, it would not be good for Bitcoin if we go below 102k, and this is exactly where the liquidity is going down to. As you can see here, we have like a hollow gap for liquidity, so there is not much liquidity. It's basically just zero right here, as you can see. So I'm expecting a liquidity grab to potentially 103 to 102k, and then as I mentioned, we could get that massive move to the upside and take out basically the liquidity that's sitting at the all-time high. And if we look at the Bitcoin ETF inflows, you can see we are getting once again positive inflows. The ETF just keeps growing, as you can see, to the upside. BlackRock, Fidelity, basically the bigger institutions, they keep stacking Bitcoin, they keep buying every day, guys. So this is very bullish for the markets, at least for Bitcoin. We can see here we also got the ETF for Ethereum. Let me just open it. As you can see, Ethereum has been also seeing a very positive inflows from the bigger, as you can see, from the bigger institutions. And right here is also our new Solana ETF, but it's still, as you know, only one institution is buying it right now, as you can see. So basically we've got like only 20 million in Solana ETF inflows, and this will also be good in the future if BlackRock and Fidelity and the other bigger institutions start also buying Bitcoin, Solana I mean, which would also push the price higher in my opinion. And the fear and greed index still at that neutral. Basically we're at exactly 50 right now, and as you can see we have been in neutral the last basically the last month, the last week. We've been just at this neutral zone, as you can see, a whole month. This is basically that summer job that I'm talking about. And this is where everybody gets bored, you know. So then maybe we get one last shakeout to shake out the weaker hands, and then, as I said, we push higher. So this happens during the summer. As you know, we sit at that 50 neutral zone and just patiently waiting for a move. And if we look at the exchange trade versus longs versus shorts ratio, you can see basically, as I said, that open interest going down. It could mean one of two things, that longs are closing or shorts are opening right here. And as you can see, we do have more shorts during this day opened than longs in the markets. So on the bigger exchanges, as you can see, we have more selling pressure, as I said, than buying pressure as of the moment, as of today. And still, if you look at the funding rates on the major exchanges for Bitcoin, you can see they are still very low and positive. So this is very good for the markets right now. And for the next week, basically, no, for this week, for tomorrow and for Thursday, I think we will see some kind of volatility, as you can see, on Wednesday and on Thursday. In my opinion, we do have some news coming out. So basically, we do have some CPI data, some the FOMC meeting, and also on Thursday we do have again US unemployment claims. So this will bring some volatility in the markets, in my opinion, and it may lead the price, as I said, to break through that level and basically retest that value area low before we see some kind of a bigger push to the upside. And so this will be it for today's update video, guys. Don't forget to follow me on X, where I post content daily, and also subscribe for the channel, like the video, and I'll see you again into the next one. Bye.